And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 43 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has, the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it. and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brought down at the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sam Darnold.
In for the sack, Deion Jones. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan. He will find Davis. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They go play action with Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Flushed out right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Davis. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
They're on 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 22.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Yeah, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
22-yard line.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Panthers nothing.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, D. All day, 54, stop.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Throwing again, Ryan. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Goal, Atlanta.
Ryan will throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's second down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and
1. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Darnold on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.
I'm going to show you, man.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Panthers nothing. Younghoe Koo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for... touchback
at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, and I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Davis now. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Davis, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Ryan. Flushed out right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now it's Ryan. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Koo now for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Falcons 24. Panthers nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a...
That's caught inside the 20.
Ain't doing nothing.
Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Panthers 7. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
10-10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On first down, Darnold. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that time.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
2nd and 16. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 22, Ryan got a man. It's Patterson complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They go play action now. Ryan. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
To number 8.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First down, Atlanta.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Play action. It's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Intercepted.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They begin with a run by Davis. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action with Ryan. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Gain on the play.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go again with Davis. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
Gain of 2.
It hasn't been his so far.
Somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down now, it's Davis.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
47-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Running out of the
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Darnold. Rolling to his right. Open man is Anderson. And he's into the clear. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
30. Panthers 15.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.